And yet, before the sun has set.
Yeah, The Soul Cages was made in 1989, and it coincided with the death of my parents. And I suppose the image, the metaphor of the shipyard was something that I used, you know, and it was a very somber record. It kind of had a theatrical kind of somber quality to it, but it wasn't a narrative. It was just a kind of mood.
See, there may be something else that's waiting for the likes of me.
About 4 years ago, I was thinking about this, and I'm thinking, I wonder if I could turn this mood into a story. To go back to my hometown and tell the story of that community. And once I started writing for characters, my so-called writer's block, which I'd been in for a good 8 years, kind of freed up. And it was as if everything had sort of loosened up. I describe it as projectile vomiting. All of these songs you'll hear tonight were inspired by a play called The Last Ship, which we are currently writing. You know, I suppose I've been writing these songs since I was a kid, you know. I talk about my earliest memory being at the end of a street, a massive ship. That's such a huge symbolic presence in my life to this day. Well, I didn't go into the thing completely naive. You know, I worked in musical theatre myself. You know, I was in the Threepenny Opera, and my first job as a professional musician was in the pit of an orchestra for Andrew Lloyd Webber. So that was my first gig. So I'm familiar with it. But yes, I agree. Until you've done it, you don't quite realize how exacting it is and how precise a medium it is.
100 billion cast away, looking for a home.
The last Police show at Madison Square Garden, when you shaved off your beard.
I'm not quite sure what it symbolized. I think freedom. Freedom.
Would you guys ever play again?
You know, that was a hugely successful tour. And we'd reformed, I think, after over 20 years, and I kept saying no, but the timing was great. It was perfect timing, not too soon. Any later than that, it wouldn't have worked. I take credit for the timing. I'm not sure it could happen again with the same power, and you'd get diminishing returns, you know, and I think we did it. You know, it was a wonderful exercise in nostalgia, and everybody loved it, and I'm not sure I want to do it again.